What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. More Final Fantasy XVI. We're gonna turn in on balance real fast, and then we'll head on out to the Northreach coast. And Martha.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the Hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
What about the part that I forgot in the scales? Are we gonna discuss that at all? Ooh, 10 renown. 10 renown off of my next reward. Alright, well, let's hop to the map and... Okay, it's not letting me go and do these. That's interesting. I guess let's head on over here to unlock fast travel properly. I didn't even think I'd be locked. It's so weird. Okay, there we go. A very, very minor thing. And there's a side quest up ahead here. So that works out that we're focused on all that stuff.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard is back.
Could be I know something.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
It just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake.
If someone's
Now,
pretending
if
to be
that's all,
Karen.
I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Probably trying to build a reputation that...
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the Hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
My guess is they probably took the notoriety that Karen already
too,
had
dudes.
as a trader to try and get some initial pop in their store. And then they supplemented it with, oh, I'll sell to anybody. And all of a sudden became this Reaper that was a popular trader but now sells to bandits. Kind of like putting infamy on a name that's already well known, if you will.
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strap.
Mummy,
What a mess.
You fought very bravely.
the safety of the town is in
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Huh? You think these dudes are gonna take me out with these rusty ass swords? Bro, please stop.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Oh shit, hang on. There we go, okay. Man, I'm just whipping it. So I need to keep them elevated for much longer to pull it off. Okay, who is curing? Yeah, I think I might need ignition back.
It's over.
I'm gonna give it a little bit longer, but if I had ignition, those dudes would have all been grouped up into a nice little pile pretty much immediately.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalimil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Huh.
I need to find Goods. Right now.
I would have like cut off a couple fingers so he looks like he's those Vulcan people from Star Trek. can't make a fist or anything properly anymore.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Lord!
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goods, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her. Or I'll kill you myself!
Goops, no.
Enough, all of you!
Karen. But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalimil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wetlegs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Gooch, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, Wetlegs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, that. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Dark Karen arc? I always wondered if she had like a glass eye. It looks like one of her eyes is
Sorry to keep
fake
you
or something.
waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wetlegs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wetlegs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the Hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Yeah, right? Karen just showed up out of nowhere. Was like, oh, this bitch cut out the dude's eye. And is like, all right, time to head back to work. Excuse me? Whew, I want to mess with her ass. Go over to the Martha's Rest. Yeah, I don't know if I can even, I figured lightning would do more. Maybe I need to knock them up with lightning? Alright, let's go ignition. I was also looking over the trophies that I don't have yet. There's one for like, what was it? I need to like, I don't know, I'll have to go through them. But there was one where I need to like
driving me from my inn.
Combo an enemy with a bunch of abilities midair.
They're gonna have to try harder.
Oh, I'm not talking to you. I mean, trophy stuff. So it isn't there. Am I looking to Rutherford? Okay, so somebody that's in the inn. Oh, upstairs. There's one that's like I need to use,
My lord Marquis.
like 3 different abilities midair.
Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mothercrystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas...
Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
This is one of the trophies I'm missing. I got a pet Torgal like 5 times. More doggo pets.
I feel good, boy. Fetch.
Oh, I gave him a treat that time.
You were right, boy.
There's really no reason to not have that. I guess we could work on some of the other ones while I'm out here doing combat. Wrong button. Notifications, trophy. We're not going to view the hidden ones, obviously, but there's a couple combat ones that I wanted to get. Execute. Oh no, I got that one. Such dodge, so mega. There we go. Defeat 5 enemies in the air after using Deadly Embrace. So that shouldn't be that hard. And then Gouge, Wicked Wheel, and Rook's Gambit in midair before landing. 50,000. That'll come once I'm a little bit stronger. 5 enemies after using Deadly Embrace. And then Gouge, Wicked Wheel, and Rook's Gambit. It's just all basically knock them up into the air and then pull off all 3 of Garuda's moves.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Part of me is leaning towards going for a more reactive playstyle, like drop Gouge, but have like, you know, a setup that's like Bahamut and then Garuda counter and Titan counter. So I really like the counters a lot.
To the meadows then.
Said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
Oh, there's the blue dragon.
Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. Alright. Let's get this over with. Damn, I ramped up to 31,000 really fast.
good. That's only going to get better as I level up Giga Flare.
That's the wyvern's liver.
I still just can't believe how disappointing the other Bahamut abilities were. Like, this one auto shoots when you use magic. This one makes little pew-pews that lock something in place and explode. And what was the last one? The, oh, it's a fire that keeps people like, what? That shit was also
That's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
I do like the Wings of Bahamut though. That one is growing on me. Go back to Dalimil. Grab this one. Head back to the base. Turn that all in.
It's going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here has seen something. Look what they've left us.
Marty, Karen, and Dalimil. So I could get that one. Just remove you for now. And I'll put on... I'm going to Wicked Wheel them up. Then I'm going to gouge them. Then I'm going to Rook's Gambit to kick them away.
The gentleman of the town guard.
So the trick here is I'm going to have to find something that's weak enough that I can kick it up into the air, but also resilient enough that it doesn't die immediately.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Shit. Wait. Oh, I must have doubled it.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks.
I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
I didn't even catch that when he was talking.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
At least it's close.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
I might have to change the order of those.
town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send him a stolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
And I was going to try and fit this on the on the previous episode. We're already at 37 minutes and we got to turn in a bunch of shit still.
For him. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Alright, we're finally at the turn-in portion of this video, though. Still take another 8 minutes, probably, just to fast travel and talk to all these people. To be fair, I did a little combat experimentation. I wasn't just igniting everyone into a pile and instigating them.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
I mean, Storm has no more Mothercrystals. I know there's some over on Ash still, but...
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goose. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalimil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today will cost you the same as it did yesterday.
And the
Seems
food
the
quest.
Hideaway's lost it.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Then it's also going to come out a bowl of green mush. Let's see. Oh no, this actually looks pretty good. It's like
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm.
Looks like some chicken
Van's
nuggies.
offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the Saint's Bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavor and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Jesus. All right. Either way, that is another batch of side quests done and off the deck. Yeah, I feel like these episodes we're definitely experiencing some time creep on them, where they're like slowly getting longer and longer and longer. So let me go over here. I got some rewards. The next tier is 1360, but I've hit the 1120 tier. I think was ability points, maybe? Or I might have gotten that one already. Let's see.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Nope, this is Amber.
All yours.
Still useful.
All done.
But yeah, let's wrap things up here. Cloak and Dagger is up next, and we know there's a side quest over there, so stay tuned, and I'll catch you then as we continue.